Restringing a nylon string guitar is a little trickier than some other guitars because the hardware of this kind of guitar is a little different. You start by removing the old string, and that is done by moving the machine head to loosen the string until it's loose enough to come off. Now I have taken off a couple of the other strings so that they're not in the way and so that you can see what's happening on the post that we're working with. And these machines move kind of slowly, so it'll take a while to get that string loose enough to come off. Okay, now I've got it all the way loose and free from the post. Now that the string is loose, you can see it's very simple to disengage it from the other end. You just loosen up that string there and pull it through the hole, and it is off. Now it's time to put on the new string, and you can see that this string is plain on both ends. Some other guitar strings have a ball end on one end. These have got a plain end on both ends. You can use either end. And we start the process with putting the end of the string through the hole in the bridge from this side, coming out the other side. You bring this short end underneath the long end of the string and then up towards you like that. The next thing is to loop this piece through itself, and you're going to do that 2 times. Over and under, and once again over and under, and hold both ends in place. Now tighten it up by pulling on both ends. And you wiggle it back and forth a little bit, manhandle it a little bit, or woman handle it, until it is tight. Now you go to the headstock of the guitar and put this end of the string through the hole in the post of the machine head from the front side. And now you bring the end that's in the back over and through from this side, underneath the main part of the string, and then back up to form a little U. And now inside that short section, you loop it around itself a couple of times, under and over, and now you pull on both sides until everything tightens up. You can pull on it from the other side too, whatever it takes to get that secure to the post. You keep some tension on it, and now we start tuning it up by moving the machine head to tighten the string. Now one thing here is that you allow the windings to proceed towards the outside edge of the guitar rather than the inside. Just a few times around this post would be the correct amount. And now as the string gets tight enough to start sounding a pitch, you strike the string while you tighten it until you hear it come up to the pitch that you're looking for. Now, at this point, let me say, a nylon string will stretch for a long, long time. It'll take a while for it to get to the pitch you want in the first place. And then after it gets there, it will just stretch itself and go a little bit flat, and you'll have to retune it. And even a day later, it still might be stretching a little bit, but after that period of time, it'll become stable. Now you want to take some of the stretch out of this string, so here's how I do it. I grab the string with my fingertips from one side and push with my thumb from the other side, and just give it a good tug at several places along the length of the string, and now I've made it go flat. You bring it up to pitch again, you stretch it the same way again. Do this a few times until the string seems to be holding its pitch. You don't want to replace your strings on this guitar right before the gig, because if you do, you'll be out of tune all night. All that's left now is to trim the ends on both ends. Just use a pair of regular wire cutters. Trim it pretty close to the bridge on that side, and then trim the top right up against the post like that. So now you have replaced one string on the guitar, and to replace a whole set is simply a matter of doing that same procedure for all 6 of the strings, and you are done.